Hi guys, welcome back to our channel, and today we're going to discuss about solving quadratic inequalities. Tara na, let's go.
I have you.
And for our today's topic, solving quadratic inequalities, let us try to define first what is quadratic inequality. A quadratic inequality is an inequality in the form of ax squared plus bx plus c is less than 0, where a, b, and c are real numbers and a is not equal to 0. The inequality symbols greater than, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to, and not equal may be also used. So let us try to solve first this inequality. X squared plus x minus 6 is greater than 0. The first step that we need to do is to factor out the quadratic portion of our inequality. So in this case, yung x squared plus x minus 6, yun po yung kailangan nating ma-factor out. So, we need to factor it out. We have x and x. Ano ba yung mga factors ng 6 na magbibigay sa'yo ng 1 na sum? Diba we have plus 3 and minus 2. Pwede rin naman siyang magkabaliktad, but dapat yung symbol for 3 and 2 should be correct. Positive 3 and negative 2. The second step that we need to follow is to get the zeros for these factors. Equating it to 0, dapat magkaroon ka ng x is equal to negative 3 and x is equal to 2. Equate mo lang siya sa 0 or isipin mo lang yung values na magpapanullify sa negative 2 at sa positive 3. Now, on this next part, may introduce na yung method na gagamitin natin, which is yung sign table. Then we try to analyze the factors. We have x plus 3 and x minus 2. Then ililista lang natin yung mga numbers sa ating number line kanina. Ayan, so after natin ma-prepare yung table at yung number line natin, consider ulit natin yung mga zeros ng ating mga factors. Ano ba yung magpapa-0 kay positive 3? At ano ba yung magpapa-0 kay negative 2? 'Di ba? Sa unang set natin, ang magpapa-0 kay plus 3 ay si negative 3. So, hahanapin mo siya, then lalagyan mo na ng 0, yung tapat ni x plus 3, at saka yung number line na may negative 3 to signify na ang 0 ng una mong factor ay yung negative 3. Next, how about kay negative 2? Ano yung magpapanullify or magpapa-0 kay x minus 2? Value ni x na magiging 0 ang sagot pag nag-substitute ka. 'Di ba? Yung positive 2. Para 2 minus 2 is 0. So, ganun ulit, siya yung magiging 0 mo. Itapat mo dun sa factor na x minus 2 yung 0. Tapos, paano natin gagamitin yung number line or yung sign table? Gamit yung idea ng number line, lahat ng positive numbers ay nasa kanan ng 0 at lahat naman ng negative numbers ay nasa kaliwa ng 0. So, lalagyan lang natin ng mga signs yung left and right part ng ating 0. So, for our first case, lahat daw ng mga numbers na matatapatan ng nasa kanan ng 0 will be positive at lahat naman nung nasa kaliwa ay negative. Ganun din sa ating second factor, lahat ng numbers na matatapatan sa kanan magiging plus at lahat ng numbers na matatapatan sa ating kaliwa ay magiging negative numbers. Dito na tayo magkakaroon ng sagot. The next step is to multiply the signs para makita natin yung magiging final answer natin sa ilalim. We know for a fact that during our grade 7, pag like yung sign na pinag-multiply natin, dapat ang sagot ay positive. Kapag unlike sign naman, negative. Pag like sign ulit, positive. Pag tinime sa 0, dapat 0 ang sagot. Again, Negative times negative, positive. 0 times negative, 0. Unlike sign sila, plus minus, negative ang product. 0 times positive, 0. At positive times positive ay naging positive. Dito na tayo magde-decide sa number line kung ano yung magiging part of the solution. Ano bang sabi? Hahanapin natin yung solution which is greater than 0. Using the ideas of sign, ano ba yung sign ng mga numbers na mas mataas sa 0? 'Di ba yung positive? So yung negative mas mababa sa 0. So if we know that x squared plus x minus 6, ang hinahanap nating solution ay must be greater than 0, ang solution set natin dapat lahat ng may plus. Ito. So, pag nag-create tayo ng number line, dapat ang mai-include sa solution natin ay lahat ng nag-plus. Lahat ng nag-plus. Nasusundan? Now, the final step is to conclude. Ano yung magiging possible answers natin? Therefore, after visualizing it using our sign graph, therefore, we can completely say that the final answer or the set of numbers that will satisfy this inequality must be the numbers on the left of negative 3 up to the negative infinity united or together with the values of x to the right of positive 2 papuntang positive infinity. Then, we can conclude that the value of x that will satisfy the inequality is x such that x must be less than negative 3 and x is greater than 2. Ayun po yung mga values ng x na pwede nating gamitin. Before we proceed to our next example, let us try to analyze again the processes involved in solving quadratic inequalities using sign graph. For number 1, write the inequality with 0 on the right side. You must be able to simplify it if necessary. For number 2, factor the quadratic trinomial found on the left side. Number 3, prepare a sign table showing where each factor is positive, negative, and 0. Lastly, use the rules for multiplying the signs to determine which region will satisfy the original inequality. Then lastly, you will be able to identify the solution. Ayan, for our next example, let's try to solve for the quadratic inequality 3 over x minus 3 is less than or equal to 1 over x plus 2. Diba ang sabi sa rule, we must be able to simplify it first para maging quadratic yung nasa left side, then ma-equate natin siya sa 0 doon sa right side. So, simplify muna natin siya. Then we have 3 over x minus 3. By adding the additive inverse of 1 over x plus 2 to both sides of the equation, we will have 1 or subtracting 1 over x plus 2 then is less than or equal to 0. Since na-cancel na yung 1 over x plus 2 sa right side ng equation. Now, simplify these fractions para maging iisa na lang sila. By getting the LCD, we have x minus 3 times x plus 2. Then, divide lang natin, cancel yung magkaparehas. Then, we will have 3 times x plus 2 minus, then, mawawala na ulit yung magkaparehas na factor. This will become just 1 times x minus 3 is less than or equal to 0. Next, kailangan na nating isimplify. So, this will become 3x plus 6 minus x plus 3 over x minus 3 times x plus 2. Sunod, magkakaroon na tayo ng final answer na 2x plus 9 over x minus 3 times x plus 2. Hindi na natin siya i-multiply pa para maging quadratic. Pero alam na natin na pag may dalawang factors, quadratic yon kasi iisa-isahin din natin yung mga factors na yan sa pagsa-sign graph. Kaya okay na siya na naka-factor form. Alam na natin na quadratic siya because we have two values of x to be multiplied together. Pero sabi ko nga, mas maganda na iti-treat natin siya as factor form para mas maganda, para mas madaling tignan para sa atin. Then next, we should be able to prepare a sign graph for these three factors na meron tayo. Since naging rational siya, at the same time, sa pag-simplify natin, kailangan natin kuhanan ng zeros lahat ng mga possible factors na na-found out natin. So, preparing a sign graph for 2x plus 9, x minus 3, and x plus 2. Una, tanong ko muna, ano yung magpapa-0 kay 2x plus 9? 0, it will be negative 9 over 2. Ano naman ang magpapa-0 kay negative 3? 'Di ba? Pag inequate natin siya sa 0, ang magpapa-0 sa kanya ay positive 3 at ang magpapa-0 naman po kay positive 2 ay negative 2. So, ayan po yung mga values na kailangan nating i-watch out. So, sabi, si 2x plus 9 daw ay 4.5. Negative 4.5 ang zero niya. Si x minus 3 ay positive 3 ang zero. At si x plus 2 ay negative 2 naman yung zero niya. So, we will have 3 values of 0. So, meron ka kay So, meron ka kay 2x plus 9. Meron tayo kay x minus 3 at kay x plus 2. Now, kunin na natin yung left and right part ng mga zeros natin. Ito yung exciting. So, sabi, lahat daw ng numbers na matatapatan sa number line to the right of 0, lahat dapat yon ay maging positive. Ito pa yung isa. So, since tatlong set siya, tatlo yung magiging positive. Then, lahat naman ng nasa left ng mga zero natin ay dapat negative. So, negative yan. Ito lahat, negative. Then, ito lahat, negative. Kailangan na natin mag-multiply. So, since tatlo yan, so yung rule para sa tatlong signs ang gagawin natin. Example, negative times negative times negative is negative. Then, dito, since may 0 siya, 0. Ito, positive times negative, negative times negative, positive. Diba? Then, ganun ulit. Positive, positive, 0. Tapos ito, positive times negative, times positive, negative, 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 hanggang sa 0. Tapos, positive times positive times positive, lahat na to ay positive. Okay, this time, natapos na natin yung sign table natin. Ngayon naman, kailangan na natin ma-clarify ang ating number line para ma-check natin at ma-visualize kung ano ba yung mga parts ng solution natin. Now, ang sabi, kailangan nating mahanap lahat ng areas na may less than or equal. So, saan ba yung mga may less than sa 0? 'Di ba lahat ng negative? So, lahat ng tinapatan ng negative sa ating sign graph, yun po yung magiging parts ng ating solution. Ito, yung nasa left ng negative 9 over 2. Negative ba siya? Yes. So, part siya ng solution. Next, yung nandito ba sa negative 4 and negative 3, negative ba siya? Hindi. Since positive siya, this is not part of the solution. Now, ito, yung nasa gitna. Part ba siya ng solution? Since negative siya, of course, yes, it is. Next, positive na yung nandito sa sumunod na area. So, hindi siya part of the solution. Ngayon naman, i-analyze natin yung mga zeros. Since nasa numerator ang 2x plus 9, wala siyang restriction. Kaya, kasali siya sa solution. Ang gagamitin natin ay solid dot kasi ang symbol natin ay may equal to. Less than or equal to. But, may ibang usapan kapag meron tayong denominator. 'Di ba sa fraction bawal tayo magkaroon ng zero na denominator because magiging undefined yung ating value kapag may a over 0 tayo. So bawal siyang mag-equal sa sarili niya. So hindi natin pwedeng gawing part of the solution si negative 2 kasi magiging 0 ang isang factor. Hindi rin natin pwedeng isama sa solution ang positive 3 kasi magiging 0 naman yung kabilang factor sa denominator. Para hindi mangyari yon, we do not include to our solution yung dalawang factor sa denominator. Kaya remain sila na hollow dot because hindi sila part ng solution. This should be the number line to represent the solution. Paano mo ngayon siya i-state as annotation? So, pag ita-transform natin ang number line answer natin into an algebraic notation, pwede nating maging sagot ay the range of possible values for x that will make the inequality a true statement is negative 9 over 2 up to the negative infinity and the set of x such that x is less than 3 but is greater than negative 2. Yun. Pwede rin siya maging notation as x such that x is less than or equal to negative 9 over 2 and x such that x is less than 3 but is greater than negative 2. Pwede po yan. So, yun na nga, sana nakatulong sa inyo ang solving quadratic inequalities using sign graph sa pag-complete at pag-understand niyo ng mga MELCs natin for grade 9 mathematics week number 3. Ayan, so konti na lang, matatapos na tayo, kapit lang. Kapag napapagod, pwedeng magpahinga. Pag hindi kaya today, pwedeng ipagpabukas, no? Nag-aaral tayo, hindi nagpapaka-stress. So, doon lang kayo sa natural pacing ninyo, okay? Be healthy in mind and body and soul. Huwag magpupuyat. Bye-bye!